Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to the sample presentation that I want you to do for your ACE 212 course. And as you can see here, what I'm going to do is talk about the marketing strategies or marketing strategist, unleashing creativity in campaign. So here I'm going to be navigating the world of marketing with strategic vision. And what I want you to do is to follow me with the slides so that you can see what I want you to do in the actual presentation. Okay, so we will be moving on now to the next slide, and then as we continue, I will be stopping to talk to you about what I want you to do in each slide. Okay, now here we're going to introduce what we're going to talk about. So what I need you to do is to, for example, welcome everyone. So here I'll say welcome to the presentation, and I'm going to be talking to you about the role of marketing strategist, and we're going to go into the exciting world of marketing so that we can explore how to make a strategic vision and how to create something that will drive a successful campaign. And to do this, I'm going to go through these 10 slides that you can see here, and basically I've just gone through the overview of what I expect you to do. Now, what we're going to be talking about here is a way of understanding the marketing principles. There are 3 principles that we need to understand, which is what any marketing sort of like person, anybody, a marketer, anybody who's working in marketing needs to understand. One of them is the marketing segmentation, and the other one is positioning strategies. The final one are the 4 P's of marketing, which are product, price, place, and promotion. And what these do is they are the foundations that guide any elements of developing the strategies that we need in marketing. Now, when you are going to start selling something, you need to know who you are going to sell to. So you need to analyze your audience. It's very important for you to understand the demography, which means who are the people who will be buying your products from you. And you also need to be able to understand the reasons why they will buy from you, so that you can design your product so that it meets their needs. So basically what you need to do is to analyze and target your audience. Now, when you are developing and creating your campaign, what is at the heart of every successful campaign is the exploration of the techniques of the messages and ideas that you will be using to craft and compel and make your ideas compelling. Sorry, my water bottle dropped. So we need to ensure that our campaigns align with our business objectives, basically. So here what you're doing is you are talking to the people that you're working with, and you're making sure they can come up with great ideas so that you can sell your ideas to people and make it a successful campaign, a compelling campaign. Now, of course, when you're doing this, you need to have numbers, you need to have data. So you need to be able to understand who's buying, who's not buying. That means you need to be able to track and see how your campaign is performing. Of course, you need to measure also how well you are selling. This means you need to measure the returns. So you spend money, you need to know how much you're getting from this. So you need to be able to leverage what you're doing and understanding how the data is telling you this. So you need to be able to make sure that your decisions are built on the data that you're using. One of the things we need to do also is to stay up to date with what we are doing in our marketing campaigns, so that the strategies that we're using are not going to be on things that are not part of the trends or the things that are changing. You know, you don't want to sell Nokia telephones to people who like iPhones, for example. So you need to be able to understand what's making people buy things, what people want to buy, and what new technologies are coming in. For example, we have a lot of AI today, so these things are driving the demands, and they're trends that we need to be able to keep up to date with also, so that we shape our strategies, and then in the future we will be able to stay ahead of our competitors. And one other thing that we need to do is to be able to remember that in your presentations, I expect you to give at least 5 minutes to what you're going to talk about, and you need to cover most of the things that you mentioned that you're going to talk about, and use some visuals so the ideas and pictures and images are clear. If you want, you can use graphs like I've just done, and you need to also be professional. So you need to be able to be confident and remain calm, like I've just done. And that's really the end of the presentation. And just one more thing, uh, expect me to talk to you after your presentation, and expect your friends also in the classroom to talk to you, because we want to know more about what you are saying. So don't just think because you've spoken, because you've said what you have to say, that's the end of it. It's finished. No, it's not finished. One last thing, you need to be able to conclude your presentation. So your presentation will have a key summary of the things you talked about, and this means you need to cover here in this case the ideas about marketing and how we have to navigate all the changes that are taking place, how we need to know who our customers are, how we need to know what the changes are, and of course how we need to know the numbers that guide us, or the decisions we make are based on built on numbers. Thank you very much for listening. The last thing we will do is also have what we call a Q&A, or a question and answer session. So this is when you will be talking to your classmates and they will be talking to you. And this is the end of the presentation. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you find this useful when you make your own presentations. Ibrahim's out.